I'm Milton from Team Flex. Welcome to my show, The Iron Palace. I run this for you every Tuesday. We're talking about everything regarding your training. Today, we're going to talk about quarantine and muscle loss. This is something people are very, very concerned about. I know now, having been working with so many people and just answering so many questions from people I don't even know about this, and I want to cover it here for you today. Alright, so do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, and share out the video when you get something out of it. I promise you that you will. I'm Milton from Team Flex. You are on The Iron Palace. Stay-at-home orders are still rolling, gyms are still closed, and that means all of us out here with any health and fitness goal, whether we're competitors trying to build muscle, lose weight, whatever, we're training at home. We've been training at home, some of us with little equipment, some of us with more equipment. Either way, it's a different dynamic for most people, at least on a mental level. With that comes a question from so many people, literally probably the number one question I've got over the past span of 4, 5, 6 weeks now is, am I going to lose muscle? Are these workouts as effective? Is training at home going to be as effective for my results? What's going to happen to my progress? Is it going to go out the window? And I've been answering the question over and over in 1,000 different ways, and I thought, you know what, let's put this on the damn YouTube so that you all can understand what I'm talking about. So the first thing I want you all to understand is the actual science behind building and losing muscle, okay? When you build a muscle, it is a very dedicated process, okay? You have to have your nutrition on point, you have to have your training on point, and if you have either one of these things not on point, you're not going to build muscle. That's basically how it works, right? You're going to have the right protein intake, got to have the right amount of carbs, right amount of fats, the right amount of calories overall, and then you got to worry about your micros and your macronutrients, in every sense of the word, the ratios and the antioxidants and the minerals and all that on the nutritional aspect. And then we also have to train. We have to be training in a way that we create a stimulus. So we need to actually go and signify to the body, hey, we just need you to build some muscle, right? We're doing all these lifts, we're doing all these exercises, we're doing all this, basic attacking of the system, and you got to respond, and you got to grow, and you got to get better. That's literally what the body's doing, okay? When you say you want to build your arms, or something like that, any exercise, when you want to build a muscle, you got to go train it. You got to apply tension, you got to apply load, you got to apply reps to that muscle so that it responds and grows to adapt to the stimulus it was given, okay? So these are the basics of, your muscle building process. Now the crazy thing is, anybody who's ever built muscle without the assistance of steroids or anything like that would know that this process is not overnight. This is something you have to dedicate your life to. You have to spend time every day hitting your nutrition, spend time every day lifting weights, and then recovering, sleeping, and letting your body grow. And you have to do that for a very long period of time before you see significant change. Nobody decides one day that they've never worked out before and they want to look like Arnold the next and they do it overnight, okay? It takes years, it takes a lot of time, a lot of dedication. Now, as much as that makes sense to people when I say that, you're like, yeah, no duh, obviously I spent so much time building muscle. It took me forever to get my biceps to this length, or it took me forever to get my squat this strong, all these things, right? Well, why do you not see this when it comes to training at home then? Why do you not see this with quarantine? Okay, a lot of people are worried about what's been going on in the 4, 5, 6 week range right now. Some places haven't even been locked down for that long, like 2 weeks for some areas, I know. And you know what? People are worried that they're going to lose all their progress they've made over years of training in this short span of time. And in reality, the science behind actual muscle loss is even more kind of ridiculous in the sense of people freaking out when we look at it. Most studies have shown, there's been a lot of studies on muscle loss. I'm giving you a summary here. You guys can feel free to dig into your own, go to PubMed, do whatever you want, dig into your own research. I strongly encourage it. But if you look at actual summaries of muscle loss, okay, where they're trying to figure out how fast does the body actually waste muscle, how does it lose strength, how fast does that happen? And if we look at it, it basically shows somewhere in the 3 to 6, sometimes the 7 to 8 week range, okay? That's about the time where you would start to see significant muscle loss, strength loss. And guess what? Here's the crazy part. That's with zero Exercise, zero activity, zero. Literally not doing anything. If you do nothing, you sit on the couch, you watch Netflix, you put on Tiger King through the rest of quarantine, and you watch it 48 times on a loop, so that you spend about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, without training, without doing any exercise, you will see notable, somewhat significant amounts of muscle and strength loss. That's crazy. That's with zero training. That's with zero exercises, fam. That's with zero anything. Your body will take literally at least 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, somewhere in that realm, to really start to get rid of the muscle and really start to get, have it not be a part of your anatomy anymore. And that's insane to think about, okay? Because people are freaking out when they're trying to train at home with minimal equipment and, they're still staying on top of their nutrition. They're thinking they're going to lose muscle. Well, guess what? Look at how hard it actually is to do that. You literally have to stop training for almost a month, probably in most cases a month, and you would still only see very minimal losses at that point. So you might wonder how this is possible then. How does that make sense? How does any of this work? Well, basically, if you follow right now during quarantine a good nutrition program, you got your macros in the right spot, you got your protein where it should be, you got your carbs where they should be, you got your fats where they should be, and your fibers too. That's half the battle alone. Some people say that nutrition goes up to 80%, right, of what your actual progress will be. And is that true? I guess it's up to debate. But the point is, we know it is a big part. So guess what? If you stay on top of your nutrition, you're following the right macros, you're following the right proteins, carbs, fats, and fibers, well, we're already winning this battle right now. You're going to be able to preserve muscle. You can build new muscle. You can still burn fat. You can do all that in quarantine if you have the right macros, the right nutrition plan. When it comes to your training, what do we actually have to focus on with training? I think we have to reverse engineer what we're actually doing in the gym. It seems to me a lot of people get hung up in their mind that they need their favorite squat machine or their favorite cable machine or their favorite machine in general in order to get a result. Well, let me tell you this. The machines, they're all luxuries. Everything you do in the gym with a cable or a fancy machine, that's just a luxury. That's not something you need. What are we doing in the gym on an anatomical level is we're just applying load to the body. Load is another term for weights, but the weights, they're just applying another term for tension. We're putting tension on muscles to make them elicit a response, to adapt, okay? So if we're in the gym and let's say it's back day and I'm gonna do a bunch of rows, pull downs, every other back exercise I can do, at the end of the day it might be 15 exercises, it might be 20, I don't know how long you guys spend in the gym, but 4 exercises. You can get great workouts doing one exercise only, even in a gym setting. You can get a lot of great results. And that's because guess what we're doing? It doesn't matter the exercise, it doesn't matter the angle, the cable, all this fancy equipment. What matters is that we apply load and tension to the muscle group to elicit a response. Now your body is never going to go sacrifice your muscle if you are training it. If you have your nutrition right and you're training your body, even if it's with your body weight, even if it's with a little bit of dumbbells, even if it's with equipment you didn't normally use, if you're training and you're telling your body, hey, we're working out, we're doing stuff, we're doing a lot of sets, we're doing a lot of reps, might not be the same weight, but we're doing it, your body's going to hold on to muscle. And it's going to even build in most situations. Because a lot of people are not even doing the types of exercises in the gym that they do at home right now. In a lot of ways, I would dare say some people's home workouts are going to be more beneficial for them than their in-gym workouts, because when you're in the gym, you're in your routine, you're doing your same little easy exercises you like, you might skip around here and there, avoid some challenging things. Well, now at home, you got what you got. You can't have the luxury of picking out of your 10 favorite tricep machines or something like that. And so with this is a time where, guess what? You can still progress. You can still maintain your muscle. You can still continue forward with whatever goal you got. And then a number of people that are saying, hey, no, it's not possible, I'm worried about it, I'm not going to do it, blah, blah, blah. You are just cheating yourself, because somebody out there is doing better than you. Somebody out there is getting further than you. Somebody out there is getting stronger, building more muscle, continuing forward, staying on top of their nutrition and their training, and they will be the ones that come out of quarantine with results. And you can do this, fam. This is what you have to understand. Do you have to follow the right programming at home? Absolutely. Do you need to follow the right nutrition at home? Absolutely. But is this any different than what we do when we go to the gym for a result? No. At the end of the day, it's an environmental thing. It's not a thing about, the equipment you have or any of that other stuff. It's about staying disciplined, staying consistent, continuing forward. It is going to be very hard for any of you that are still focused on your nutrition and still training, even if it's with at-home workouts, to lose significant amounts of muscle, period, during this time. And I challenge anybody that wants to argue this, because it won't happen. It won't happen. Even if you're used to lifting heavy weights in the gym, if you create the same amount of volume at home, you're going to get the same amount of progress, okay? And this is, always up for controversy, always up for debate, but if you look at the real science, which I encourage you all to do, go look, you'll find exactly what I'm telling you here today. And what you got to understand is right now is the time to make sure you're on top of your nutrition, on top of your training, to preserve years of hard work you've put in, and to make sure that you continue to move forward for goals outside of this quarantine window. We don't know when this is going to end. We don't really know when gyms are going to be back up. Who knows what any of this is going to happen? You couldn't have said 3 months ago we'd be here right now. So we know one thing though, we got to stay on track. We got to keep moving for our goals. We got to stay, dedicated to our nutrition, our training, so we can preserve all the progress we've made and continue to make new progress for the day that this does end. We get back to our normal routines. We get back to life. You're going to thank yourself for that if you stay dedicated to your goals right now during this time. It will help you physically and mentally. I could go on for days. I'm not even gonna. If anybody needs help, go to teamfflex.com right now. There is a pop-up. Put your email in that. This is an invitation to our 7 days of a coaching trial from teamflex.com, where me or one of my coaches will get you set up with your own custom home workouts. We'll show you what you need to do. We can give you advice on nutrition. We'll pretty much set you up with whatever you need right now in any part of your journey, whether you're a competitor, someone trying to lose weight, someone trying to build muscle, maintain muscle, whatever it is. This is all custom. We'll do this for you. It's free for 7 days. No obligation. You don't have to put a card in. You don't have to sign up for anything aside from putting your email in to get in the free trial. It's going to invite you to our app, and that's it. And we'll help you. We want to help you. And if you need help, seriously, go do this. It's great. Even if you think you're doing pretty good, it's good to get another perspective, another idea. It's free information, and you should never pass that stuff up if it can help you in any way, which it all can. So go to teamfflex.com right now and subscribe to the free trial. And I hope to see you on the other side. Hope to help you keep your stuff going, keep your corn gains on tap, keep you rolling through this time. Appreciate you all so damn much. Anybody who's on Team Flex, by the way, you already set up. You already know this. You don't need to, come hit me up for any of this. You're ready to go. All right? Thanks for watching, fam. I'm Ryan Milton. This is the Iron Palace. Do me a favor, subscribe, share, and I really do hope to see you on the other side with that free trial. Thanks for watching. Coach Ryan is out.